Let's get a move on and put the spotlight on a corporate voice. Let's find out about MapmyIndia. What's the outlook in terms of their overall ordering, their revenue targets, whether or not that's achievable, as well as their margin outlook. Rohan Verma is the CEO and ED now joining in. Good to have you, Rohan. Now, in a recent analyst meet, the revenue target was pegged at 1,000 crores by FY28. That's a 30% revenue CAGR. What is going to drive this growth? And can you also take us through your margin projection?
Hi, thank you for having me. We're really bullish about kind of what the long-term growth of the company can be. And 1,000 plus crores is a milestone that we look to hit in 4 to 5 years. So CAGR of about 35 to 40%. And we have a path of growth even beyond that. Now, automotive, corporate, government, and mobility. These will be the 4 drivers for growth. In automotive, we've transitioned from being just a navigation to a navigation-led auto tech, meaning end-case mobility provider. And we see a 4x growth in that coming up. In the corporate world, we see about 5x growth coming up, where from 100 kind of scale customers, we'll go up to 500 customers. And this is across sectors, be it conventional companies or new age companies. There's a lot of adoption of maps and location tech and IoT and geospatial in that sector that's happening. Similarly, in government, where we're positioned as a product and platform company, an OEM, where government is investing a lot in geospatial. They themselves have talked about geospatial being a 1 lakh crore economy by 2030. We're well positioned there to capture about 6x growth from 30 scale customers to 200. And there too, we want to be selective about what business we get. And finally, on mobility, which is primarily on goods and people mobility and logistics, customers through our IoT-led business, we want to go 10x. And the market is actually really large. It's highly fragmented. We're one of the scale players with a high, strong differentiation. And that's what gives us the confidence to go up 10x in the next 4 to 5 years. So overall, if you do the math, this number, of course, combined will mean more than 1,000 plus crores, but we've set an overall company level, consolidated level revenue target of 1,000 plus crores in 4 to 5 years.
There is great optimism in what you're indicating. And as of today, I think there is growth going to be in every category, Rohan, which you mentioned. But in today's world where chat GDP has taken over everything and AI is disrupting everything, isn't that a real business threat for you?
Yeah, I mean, just aside, Sam Altman is my friend and dorm mate from Stanford. We studied together and I met him when he was in India right now. And he himself said he's amazed and happy for what MapmyIndia has achieved. So we take every innovation in our stride. We've been at the cutting edge since 1995. We pioneered digital maps. We started internet mapping before Google Maps existed worldwide. This end case is first of its kind. When the metaverse and mixed reality is coming, we're well positioned with our own 3D, 4D, HD maps for the real world since the last few years. So I think we know how to both ride as well as create the next wave of technology. And despite a global giant which monopolizes this sector in the consumer space, we've been able to deliver pretty strong growth at very high margins. So I'm very confident that as technology plays a larger role in the economy, it's actually companies like MapmyIndia which will face a lot of, which will have a lot of growth. So we're excited.
My basic point is perhaps at an intellectual level. What you have is IP, and IP in a sense is something which is your proprietary, which is mapping and coding. My only thought here is that in today's world where things are just getting marginalized, could an AI engine, in a sense, challenge the basic USP what you have?
I think we use AI to actually create maps. I think this is what we've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. And if you look at MapmyIndia's margin profile, we're highly cost efficient because of our ability to create maps and technology. So AI is a tool. I think everybody realizes that. And those who can use the tool better will become bigger and better in terms of offering the solution. So I'm excited about AI. I'm excited about the metaverse. The more people build mixed reality headsets, the more MapmyIndia will be used. Spatial computing we are talking about, and we're a geospatial data and technology company. So I mean, at an intellectual level, I'm very happy that new technology is coming up because we'll be at the forefront of leveraging that, if not also creating that.
Interesting. Rohan, the way AI is being used now, it's pretty much every company that you talk to, and they are using AI in some form or the other. And I think this is just the nascent stage. It's only going to grow more and more from here. Tell me about some of the new clients or some of the new products or innovations that you're working at your end.
Sure. Thanks, Aisha. At the analyst meet, in fact, we talked about so many use cases and so many new kind of customer ways. So let me draw out a few for you on automotive. When we're looking at EVs, we're looking at ADAS or safety, or we're looking at connected vehicles, whether across four-wheelers or even two-wheelers. MapmyIndia is there. So intelligent speed assist is coming up to help reduce road accidents. And essentially, in our free Mapples app, we tell consumers what the current speed limit of your road is, if you're over speeding, and if there's a speed breaker or traffic monitoring area ahead so that you can calibrate your speed. But with OEMs, what we're working on is machine to machine, where that same information gets piped to the accelerator, brake, or steering control of the vehicle. And of course, the OEM applies their algorithm to assist the driver in not having an accident. On the other front, altogether on drones and what the work we are doing with the government to create digital map twins. So we're a full stack drone solutions company now on the back of our strategic investment in a drone company 6 months ago, where we offer the ability to fly drones, capture data, process data, and deliver digital map twins, as well as drone-based applications, let's say for property tax, or for other kinds of emergency response, facilities management, etc. So that's one set of products. And then on corporate side, on the conventional retail expansion, every QSR or every retailer is looking to expand, and we can tell them at a micro level, 0.5 kilometer by 0.5 kilometer, what the demographics of that area is, what affluence, what population, what demand generators, what cannibalization from competition. And so a lot of new QSR companies, many of them publicly listed, are using us for that. And then finally, on the new age companies, if you ask Alexa today as a voice assistant how far the airport is or what the nearest hospital is, she'll answer according to MapmyIndia, it is 10 kilometers away and this is the nearest hospital. And we get paid per such query. So in all the sectors, new use cases, new clients, a lot of customer base growth, and lot of growth in order book is what we're seeing, and that gives us the excitement and bullishness for the future.
It is very cool and interesting. Rohan, what about the outlook in terms of the percentage of orders that you're getting from the government, and how do you see that growing going forward?
Yeah. So what we talked about in 4-5 years, we want to 6x our government business. This is slightly larger CAGR, but our base is small. We are less than 10% revenue on government today as a whole of the mix of our company. And so you'll not see the revenue contribution probably go up beyond 20%. And that too, we are selective in what kind of business we pick up, product and platform and OEM driven, where we work with master system integrators. But having said that, the government is investing a lot in digital infrastructure and obviously mapping and map-related technology. Our geospatial-led digital transformation, IoT, drones, software, besides the map, is playing a good role. So that's what that's the business opportunity we'll go after.
Got sold out. Okay. Rohan, so what is the threat to your business? AI is not a threat. Yeah. So then what is the threat to your business?
The threat to our business, Nikunj, we've always said is if we stop innovating, because as you said, technology, is advancing rapidly. And so if MapmyIndia doesn't innovate, if we don't create more use cases for our fixed asset or fixed cost built IP, then we'll get left behind. But my submission is that we're only becoming more and more aggressive when it comes to innovation. And if you see our track record of kind of being early to the market with new paradigms of technology shift or for new use cases, you'll see that that is what has led to our compounding growth in the past, but we can never be complacent. Of course, we're facing giants and we faced them for 15 years, and that keeps us on our toes. And we are really bullish that India will have its own products and platforms for its own market, but also be able to export to the world. And that's what's exciting, products and platforms in the digital space for India, but also for the world. But we can never rest. We can never stop mapping, and we can't stop innovating.
You can't stop mapping and you can't stop innovating, and I think that is going to be key for your success going down the line. Good to have you on board, Rohan, and thanks so much for joining in.